Find the exact area above the graph of y equals 1 over x from x equals -3 to x equals -1. So let's draw the graph of y equals 1 over x. Y equals 1 over x has a vertical asymptote at the y-axis and a horizontal asymptote at the x-axis. And then when x is negative, y is also negative. So the graph looks something like this. And we're interested in the area above this graph from x equals -3. So here's -3, -2, -1. From x equals -3 to x equals -1. So we have this region here. We want the area of this region. That's the region above the graph of the curve and below the x-axis, and between the vertical lines x equals -3 and x equals -1. So the function here, y equals 1 over x, on this interval, the function is negative. So when you integrate from the left number is -3, from -3 to -1, 1 over x dx, since this function is negative, the integral will come out to be a negative number, and that negative number will be -1 times the area of the region that we wish to find. So in other words, the area will be -1 times the value of the integral. So we calculate the integral using the Fundamental Theorem of Calculus. The Fundamental Theorem of Calculus says find an antiderivative of 1 over x, and we probably recall that the derivative of the natural log of x is 1 over x, and also the derivative of the natural log of the absolute value of x is still 1 over x. If x is positive, then the absolute values don't matter and you just get this, but if x is negative, then by the chain rule, the derivative is still 1 over x. And we do have x being negative in this problem, and so it's very important that we write our antiderivative as natural log of absolute value of x. So that's our antiderivative, and then we plug in the endpoints of integration, -1 and -3, and we get the natural log of the absolute value of -1 minus the natural log of the absolute value of -3. And this is the natural log of 1 minus the natural log of 3. The natural log of 1 is 0, so this is just negative natural log of 3. So that's the value of the integral, and remember that is equal to -1 times the area. So if we multiply both sides by -1, we see that the area of our region is the natural log of 3.